Hey, it's me, Bobbert, and welcome to my Let's Play of new Super Lucky's Tale for the Nintendo Switch. For those who don't remember, I reviewed the original version, Super Lucky's Tale, on the Xbox One, and I give it I guess a mediocre rating. It wasn't too bad, but it didn't really stand out, and I was thinking about well, it was a rumor at the time, but I was thinking about if it was coming over to the Switch, I may give it another try. And well, just get this little backstory off a bit. This is which is pretty darker than the original version. All right, now that's pretty much over this. The game is mostly the same. The story is retconned a little bit from the beginning and mostly to the end, and a little bit in the middle. But pretty much the objective is the same. Like he goes around each world, defeating each member of the kitty litter, and get all the patients back to return to his sister and her friends or allies. This first stage is also in the original. It's a little bit different. There's a little bit of changes here and there. I remember seeing this game back when it debuted on the Xbox conference. I was pretty interested. It kind of reminds me of the old Rare games. And well, when you play through more of the games, you're going to see some inspirations from other famous platformers like Spyro, Crash, a little bit of Mario here and there. And judging by the talking, most people compare it to Banjo-Kazooie, but I kind of compare it to Chronoa, mainly because the way they talk can sound like a little bit of actual language, even though they're all saying the same things sometimes. But this is the tutorial. Uh, like you can dig on the ground. That's one thing that's separated between other platformers, or at least most platformers. Yeah, he can dig through any soft spot while on the hard ground. He can slide. He can whip his tail, do double jump. Pretty much basic platformers. I will admit that there's not much in terms of being unique. Uh, Super Lucky's Tale, you're going to find some familiar elements if you play a lot of platformers, and that may sound like a bad thing, but I think in this case, they mix those things so well that I won't say it's the most original thing, but it does create its own identity. You can pretty much ground pound some objects and enemies as well. But yeah, you can see all the button presses here and there. Don't really have to tell you any of that stuff. And a lot of objects you can hit. Uh, Sometimes they open up stuff, while other times they usually just give you coins and maybe any other collectibles. Now you may notice there's four icons on the top right. Those are the amount of codes you can get in one stage, and they got different symbols. There's the check mark that, of course, it can complete any complete the objective of the actual stage. Well, just watch this little cutscene here. One of the members of the Kitty Litter, Master Mittens, pretty much he's the boss of this world. Pretty much every world you go to, you've got to face a member of the Kitty Litter. And the enemy, the main antagonists are the best part of the game. They're pretty humorous. I think my audio and footage are a bit distinctive, so I apologize if there's a little delay. It doesn't seem to be that bad, but it's probably going to be noticeable. But anyways, the check mark is completing the objective of the main stage. The question mark is, well, a question mark. It could be anything. Either finding a hidden area to find a page or completing a objective that they most likely won't tell you about. But I'll explain that a little bit later once you get to a page that actually demonstrate that. The power plant is the coins. The coins, if you get 300 of them, you get a page. And the L is well, it's the collecting all the letters of Lucky's name. They're scattered all over. They're scattered all over during the stage. We got the L a moment ago. I think we're about to get a C, I think. Yeah. And pretty much if you play Donkey Kong Country, you get a, well, in this case you get a page. I was going to say you're going to get a run-up, but I don't think you get a run-up from that as well. For collecting 100 coins, I think you get a one-up, which is traditional in most platformers. Getting lives in this game is pretty easy. This is one of the hidden areas I was talking about. Sometimes you get a page, other times you just get more coins and drawers. Maybe even a letter from time to time, but they usually risk going out of the way. Okay, we got the first page, 300 coins. If you get the objective page, that will end the level. But the in most stages you can go around, explain a bit, and if you forgot like a letter or didn't get enough coins, you can go back and get that anytime you want. Not all stations are like this. Some are pretty linear. Others are 2D platformers. They changed up the formula quite a bit. The main objective is getting all three heads. I forgot to get the first one. And I was just, I guess I couldn't wait to explore. But the three heads are pretty much on opposite side of the stage. I was gonna say island, but I don't think that's well, island is usually referred to a patch of land that's surrounded by water. Uh, I forgot to get that one, which is the very first one right in front of me. Now we got one more. This is the all the way to the right. Oh yeah, the other thing I want to talk about that's improved is the camera. Now in the original game, the camera was pretty limited. You can't go to a whole 360 like in most games. You can only look in certain areas, and for the most part, it didn't bother me because I think the camera at least allow you to see what you're able to see, like avoiding enemies or looking for, certain collectibles. But now that I have that 360 option, I don't think I can go back to the original one. So I'm glad they fixed that. Lucky's moveset for the most part compared to the original game are pretty much the same. I think they modify it to make it feel a little bit better. It's been a little while since I played the original version. But right now we get another stage, and Master Mittens, you're going to be seeing him a little bit more throughout the stages you go through. This area is, I believe, one of the hidden pages. Okay, got an extra one up from that. There's the extra page, but let's get these diamonds and coins. Now I already got the page for 300 coins, but like I said earlier, you still get an extra life for every 100 coins. I mean, it's a pretty easy game overall. You don't have to worry about using too many lives. But I still like to collect the coins. Mainly because I play a lot of platformers and I'm so used to getting all the collectibles. If I'm not getting all the collectibles in your game, whether if it's required or not, then I think that's a sign that you made a bad platformer. At least in my opinion. See, I'm still finding stuff here and there. Some coins are invisible, and they do have a in-game explanation for that. Yeah, sometimes you can find hidden stuff that's shining. Okay, that's 3 down, 1 to go. Got all the letters, got the mystery page, the coin page. Now let's finish the objective here. There we go. And now he's alive. Uh, and for the most part, he doesn't really do anything in the story. He's just mostly visual. It's a little disappointing they didn't do much more with the guy. To be fair, I'm not sure what you could do to him that doesn't change the game too much. Oh, it's like, oh, it's waving hi to you. Hi there. Anyway, it's in the stage. And that's the first level of New Super Lucky's Tale. Pretty much explain everything you can do very well. Pretty easy. And you can really take your time and enjoy the actual level. And there's the mailman giving you some tips. And maybe even some backstory from the about the kitty litter or your sister or brother. And of course, like most platformers, you gotta collect enough pages to get to the final boss, which is pretty easy. In this world, there's only 22 pages you can get, and you only need 8. I'm going to try to get them all before facing the final boss. But keep in mind, if you collect all 22 and go to the next stage, you still, those pages won't count for the next world. I'll explain a little bit later on in, I believe, part 4, when I beat the actual first boss. But collecting all the pages do reward you with an extra stage. So, and they're pretty easy to get. But now we're going to the second world. And pretty much Master Mittens is going to test your abilities. And I need some water, and this is the first 2D stage of the game. And of course, like in most 2D platformers, you look to the left to see if there's anything hidden. And in this case it was. It's one of the collectibles. This part, of course, reminds me a bit of the new Donkey Kong Country games. And we got these coins here that go to appear temporarily, and of course you get something for collecting them all within the time limit. In this case, it's an extra life. Again, the reward is different every time, so make sure you complete pretty much all of them if you can. The one great thing about this game is that if you, let's say, collect like 2 of the 4 pages in the level, you really don't have to, get all 4 of them to complete the stage properly. You can just go back and get the other 2 you didn't get. So, this is a very kid-friendly platformer. It's definitely a good game to give to, a younger audience who wants to get into the genre. Yeah, I messed up there. I don't know what I was thinking there. But, falling down usually, in most platformer, usually costs a life, but it actually just takes away your heart. In fact, I think that's pretty standard in most platformers now. Just take away life. But then again, most platformers don't have life system anymore, so that's kind of a moot point. And checkpoints are somewhat generous. You get like an actual marker for them. I think we passed one up earlier ago. So again, it's pretty much the best basic platformer you can play. Best way to introduce somebody to the genre without making it too hard for them. Really recommend it to a younger audience. Okay, you don't actually have to hit Master Mittens over there, but I like to do that anyways. You just need to get to him. But I really do like how Playful Studios made changes here and there. It really is the best version of this game. And unfortunately, this video is not sponsored by Playful Studios. I mean, like, not that I expect them to, but I just keep seeing videos of this game, and each one of them is sponsored by the company themselves. It's like, if they didn't, I'm not against companies sponsoring, you know, or these the companies getting YouTubers to review the games. But I have a feeling that if they didn't, then not a lot of YouTubers would be making videos on it. At least not any popular ones or semi-popular. And it really is a good game. I'm glad more people are getting the opportunity to play this game. And okay, I got the final letter over there. And there's an exit at the end. Nice of them to put that there. Don't have to worry about going back, even though it's not really that hard to go back, I don't think. And of course, it can break all the parts. Oh, I didn't know we were rescuing anybody. That's the main objective of that stage. Get to the end and rescue that guy, apparently. So yeah, I think I'm going to end this part right here. You know, after we release some of the little, I guess, information about, well, pretty much anything about the game. This one talks about one of the members of the Kitty Litter, Lady Marmalade. Yeah, that's her actual name. And we could go to the final boss, but let's finish everything that this stage has to offer us. So yeah, that's pretty much the end. This is me, Bobbert, and I catch you guys later. Oh, and there's also a costume shop, but we're going to check that out a little bit later on.